Hey Leos, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your February through March, your Imbolc season, general reading here. So let's get right into your meditation. I saw the image of a little miniature ice skater, it's sort of frozen, and then I saw this snow globe top being placed around this skater, and it was in a snow globe. I saw it, freeze over solid, and then it began to heat up. It just got hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter until the snow globe just broke open with all of this water that it was rushing out from this ice skater. And the water turned into this beautiful river. And suddenly it felt like I had gone from winter to like the height of summer. And this ice skater just rode this water out and turned into like this mermaid. It just felt like whoo. And I heard the song Summertime, as in like from Porgy and Bess, like summertime and living is easy. And I just saw this, that you is the Leo collective, being represented by this mermaid, previously ice skater, luxuriating in this like sun-soaked riverscape, and it just felt so good, like all the best parts of summer rolled up into this moment. I know your birthday season is in the summertime, towards the end of summer, when it's hottest, right? Well, depending where you are in the world, but August in a lot of places, the hottest hottest month of the year. July into August. So it feels very much like my attention, even though we're looking at February to March, it feels like the attention wants to go towards summer. I feel like a lot of what you're doing now, I'm hearing set yourself up for summer. Set yourself up for summer. There's something about from where you are, looking ahead or having the feeling or trusting or knowing any nudges you get or any opportunities you have to agree to something, sign up for something, commit to something, plan something, or envision something that is going to be happening this summer I see like a huge green light explosion around that. It just feels incredibly positive. It feels really good. Like I feel like for some of you, so good it's like passive income good, where you really are like having the best summer of your life in this summerscape and not having to worry about, working because you've done it already to get here. There's something about that. It's really fascinating. I don't always, get thrown forward in time where it's like this is a specific season outside of what we're looking at, but that is very much what this feels like, Leo. So we're gonna go with it. So you are coming through as the dragon for this time period, which makes a lot of sense to me. That circle represents that of spirit. So this is the equivalent of a major arcana within the animal realm, dragon energy. It also equates to that of justice in the tarot, which is about getting what you deserve, getting what you have earned from a soul level, all your karma coins stacked up and ready to be, spent. This also speaks of vision, seeing yourself, that dragon eye there, seeing yourself and others quite clearly. That's very much what dragon energy is about. And also trusting the wisdom that you have within you and not being swayed by outer opinions or outer focus. It's like, no, I have a very clear vision of myself, what I want to do, what I can be, what I want to achieve, what I want my life to feel and look like. I'm centered in that. And so the steps to manifest that are quite clear to me as they become available, right? On a day-to-day or week-to-week or month-to-month basis, right? You don't have to know everything up front, but the more focused you are, the more open to inspiration you are, and you're going to know what to do and when. It just feels like really focused with this. Really, 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 really focused. I feel like around that, if there was anything that happened in the past, especially like in the last year or two, that was unfair, or was supposed to go one way and it was unfair in some way, or you lost in some way, or there was something that, it just wasn't on the up and up and there wasn't a whole lot that you could do about it. There's something coming back around on that where it's like you're vindicated in some way, or you get compensated in a way that's very unexpected. Okay. It's for a group of you. So you are coming through as the Three of Swords. So, okay, let's go there. This is heart pain, usually stemming from the past. It could be related to what I just felt with that dragon energy. But this is it's interesting that it's like the swords are the suit of winter, right? And we were drawn so much to summer. And in your victory here, you have Three of Cups, which is summertime celebration, happiness, victory, right? It's interesting, having news to celebrate. So the fact that you're coming through this way, I do feel like there's healing that wants to happen within you. It's fascinating when I think about that ice skater, right? That symbol of winter, really going into stasis, freezing all the way over. I feel like that could be, a symbol of healing your heart, healing any pain within you, or healing something from the past, or just healing in general. And the more you heal, the more that's able to, that ice is able to melt and free flow into this beautiful, healing, sun-soaked landscape, right? So I feel like you're going to know what this is. This could be about family too. This could be healing certain, family ties, relationships, healing something within your own family, healing something within your familial past that could be acting as a block to where you're going. But there is a sadness here. There is a sort of like tension. Maybe some of you were displaced in some way, but it really feels like there's an opportunity to come home again, but you've got to do it with and for yourself. Okay. We can't really control what happens around us or the actions of other people, but we do have a choice on how we respond to it, and choosing to go in and heal, face those things directly so we can let them go and be free. So in your place of challenge is Two of Wands. It's fascinating. Now, you guys are the suit of wands, right? Being the fire signs that you are. This is about planning. This is about dedication, really getting that foundation strong, having a clear vision. Look how he's holding the world in his hands, right? He doesn't even have time for us. He's like giving us profile, right? This is that aspect. I'm so focused on this, this, wand in front of me and the world at my fingertips. This comes into play sometimes, and I'll tell you from personal experience, sometimes we can be stuck in a Two of Wands situation for a long time. This can be one of the most long-lasting effects in any of the, especially the minor arcana within the tarot. And when we get to that elusive Three of Wands, that's because the work that we have put in, staying the course, the time, the dedication, the commitment, showing up even when we couldn't see the returns of what we were doing quite yet, and just keeping on true to form, comes in the Three of Wands. And it's like our situation suddenly opens up and we're able to go to another level. We get financial aid, we get a partnership, we get, benefactor, suddenly what we're doing becomes a lot easier. We're able to level up in some way and get, support, partnership. So the fact this is coming as a challenge says that there's something around, especially with the wands rule the realm of the actions that you do or don't take around the work that you love to do, or about the relationships about, which you're passionate, but it does have to do with your soul. The wands rule your soul. So there's something related to your soul purpose and what's really, really important to you that feels like it's been stuck on second gear. It's a second gear card for some time, and it's coming up as a challenge, which leads us to your advice. Eight of Swords, more wintertime. This is restricted vision. This is analysis paralysis. This is being locked in a mental prison to which only you hold the key. Whenever this comes up, this is us giving ourselves the worst time possible. Sometimes the stories and the ways in which we choose to see things can hurt us more deeply than anybody else ever could. Just let that sit for a second. The fact that this is coming up as your advice says to take that blindfold off, release yourself from any, anything that doesn't feel good within you, whether that's self-perceived limitations, guilt, hurt, fear is a big one that results in an Eight of Swords. Panic, dysphoria, whatever that is. Release yourself from that. Choose to look at what the potential is as opposed to the worst case scenario. Look at, even if you don't see the optionality or the potential before you within your current challenges or obstacles, choose to believe that you will. I may not be able to see what, my next step is, or what's coming up, or how this is working for me and not against me, but I choose to believe it is. And I choose to believe that clarity will come when it's good and ready. That's your advice, okay? This is something we do to ourselves. Eight of Swords. Something we do to ourselves. Victory, hello. So sweet. Three of Cups. This is celebration. This is having news to celebrate in particular. This is, laughing, spending good time with friends. It's all of those feel goods. This is summer, like I said. The places is your victory. You're just moving through. You're going from Three of Swords to Three of Cups. It's really beautiful. And it's interesting how we're going from water, from that winter, right, with that frozen ice skater with the blades here on her feet, into the flow, the wonderful warmth of summertime with the Three of Cups. So stay the course. The course. It's gonna, where you're going is sublime and divine. But the fact that I'm calling so much attention to that summertime, it kind of feels like for February and March, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, yes, we're going towards the springtime. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you're going from Lammas into the equinox in the autumn side. But either way, you're heading to, a point in which you're moving through the first quarter of this year, right? And I feel like this for you is really commenting on this first quarter and how from at a certain point, the dam's going to break loose and it's just going to carry you forward quite quickly. I have a feeling for you that the summertime for you, specifically like June, July, is going to be very different in your reality right now. And I feel like there's a marker point that they're showing me between like March and June. So there's January, because I feel like we're kind of carrying this over from January for sure. There's January through March, and then there's March to June. It's being split up like that in my mind. So there's something about going through these steps and these processes. I do feel like springtime is going to lighten up quite a bit for you. But I feel like it's going to be busy. It's going to lighten up emotionally, but it's going to be busy. And you're setting yourself up to be able to just really enjoy that summertime. Something about that. Heal now, right? Take this time now to embrace the stillness of the season. And then springtime comes. You do this work, you follow this blueprint, you'll be in a beautiful position to make all the moves necessary, to make the plans necessary, to where whatever this is in the summertime, these opportunities, these potentials are going to be ready and waiting for you, Three of Wands style. So this is a time in a way where you're really securing these Two of Wands in a way. You might have to change them around a bit, strip them down, change some things, but you're being called to focus on what is this Two of Wands, this foundation that you're working towards, because by the time the summertime arrives, you have the potential, the opportunities. You're all minor, which means they're all changeable, right? But you have the potential and the opportunity to welcome that third wand and have some real movement forward and whatever it is you are truly passionate about, which is wonderful. Now, in your place of outcome, we have the Moon and the Six of Wands. Hello. Six of Wands is victory. More wands here. This is having victory and success in a way where other people can see it. It's tangible, right? It's being in the public eye. It's having success. It's reaching a point where everything that you've done is finally paying off in spades. It's just such a feel-good moment. And then you have the Moon here, which is really interesting because I feel like this is like the full moon of summer. That's just what it's feeling like to me. Pisces energy. But the moon is about the unknown. It's about trusting the path ahead, and it's about, the potential of what could be, right? And it's about trusting that as well. There's an aspect of that, of what's hidden being revealed. So I feel like that this owl flying into the Six of Wands with what could be revealed in the potential of things. I honestly feel like there are aspects to what you're doing, what's going on for you, that are going to come as somewhat of a surprise with this outcome here as you move through this time period. And again, the fact that the wands are spring as well, I know you guys are wands, but the fact that this is coming in this way, and that the wands are about springtime, and Pisces season is also the one after this one, after Aqua season, there's something that I feel like this is commenting on the end of this cycle going into springtime for you, and how that's really going to pick up the pace and feel incredibly good and rewarding. So it's really beautiful. Now, your oracle here, Winter Woodlands. It's time to honor what you feel. Self-compassion is the healing balm you desire. Now, that is fascinating. And what's really fascinating, too, is it's 44, which is the number 8, and you have the 8 of Swords, which we talked about with the healing there. So take time to honor what you feel. Self-compassion is the healing balm you desire in the dead of winter. Yeah, this is exactly what we were talking about. I love that it's talking about self-compassion. Take time to be frozen as that ice skater and feel it to heal it, because it could be acting, and I have a feeling there are aspects of whatever isn't healed within you could be acting as blocks to all of this newness that wants to come your way. So follow it. We're still in the Northern Hemisphere. We are still very much in the belly of winter. This is a time in which we heal. This is the time in which nature is healing. Follow the flow of what nature is doing and trust that, do it now so that you don't have to do it later. And then watch what happens as a result of clearing this. You're going to manifest new things. Really, 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 really stunning. Really stunning, Leo. I'm so excited for you. It's very exciting. With that being said, I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love reading your comments, and I try to respond to each and every one of y'all. Please give me a like, a share, a subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And as always, I just thank you so much, each and every one of you watching. I appreciate y'all so much. And most of all, and as always, Leo, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.